Hello everybody, Brian here, quantlabs.net. Okay, so in this video I am going to give you a tour of Bitcoin and Ethereum available symbols on Interactive Brokers. So I'll explain the situation. Today's April 4th, 2140 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let's get to it. So just in case you have not heard or whatnot, I have been just did a webinar on the exact reasons why I'm kind of going this route now, and basically we have the CME have launched the options for options micro for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. That makes it quite possible to move over into Interactive Brokers from a traditional Binance, Kraken, even Coinbase into Interactive Brokers. There's a couple of reasons for it. I've got some pros and cons of each. If I want to do futures, if I want to do options, I have to get proper answers from Interactive Brokers. I'll post them as they become available. And the news of doing Bitcoin options, micro options, is just announced not too long ago, end of March. So as I said, I got to get some information out of Interactive Brokers before I do transfers of money. Now, when it comes to DYDX, which I have talked about in the past, in this article here I posted quantlabs.net/blog. If you go to CME over DYDX, Decentralized Crypto Exchange, the big one that concerns me is the VPN thing. Here, from a Reddit post right here somewhere, a comment came back, says if you use a VPN, they will block you permanently if you are connected via certain countries. They call it circumventing them, when in reality VPNs are useful for privacy, because ISPs try to filter and monitor you, and nothing to do with DYDX. So that right there, as this comment says, I will steer clear of DYDX, frankly, because of that. It's too high risk. I've also just did my webinar tonight on the advantages of things. If you want access to that, you'll need to be, I guess, a paying member to actually get the full story. But right now, it looks like CME might be a decent choice. So let me go over, as I said, when it comes to the overall symbol access. So in the background here, you can see we've got Interactive Trader Workstation loaded up in the background. Now you have to do that when you set up your account. You either get a live or you can set up a simulated account funded. Let me tell you, I think I've double confirmed it. If you have 500 US in your Interactive Brokers account, you should be able to get free data. I will confirm that as well tonight, as well as some other questions, and I'll post those in the blog, wherever it may go. Now, as I said, we got TWS running in the background. I've shown this before, a few months ago. So here is now Interactive Brokers. MotiveWave. Now that's a platform I use. Now, as I said, when it comes to these options of doing options with Bitcoin, micro options on Bitcoin with CME, you will probably get three choices that are preferred choices. You go through either Interactive Brokers, like what I'm showing here, NinjaTrader, which pretty well pigeonholes you to Windows, or TD Ameritrade. As far as I know, Thinkorswim should run on Mac or Windows, but I'm a Linux guy. I prefer security on Linux, so that's one of the big reasons why I use MotiveWave. So being able to do this is pretty exciting on Linux. So in terms of symbols, now this choice right now, I'm not using live data. I'm using simulated data, delayed data. So right now, these are the two symbols that you get. So let me just show you some of the options. So if you go into MBT, which is a micro Bitcoin, okay, right now I don't think they have the options portion set up in Interactive Brokers in terms of symbols. But here, if I do a search for MBT, okay, we have here type, what kind of asset class we're dealing with. We have continuous future, future option, or future. So let me just show you what we have for future. Okay, so now we get all the different types of contracts with their expiry dates. Okay, now if you go on to a traditional Binance futures, even DYDX Kraken futures, you can get perpetual contracts. Now again, I got to confirm this. We have now continuous futures. So here we have CME crypto, that's the exchange. Okay, and here's the symbols that we can choose from. Continuous future, so that would probably be the equivalent of a perpetual contract. So that symbol is right here, MBT J2. Okay, and that's what I've got loaded up here. And again, this is simulated. So there's a few gaps on a 45-minute, 1 hour. It's not looking too bad from what I'm seeing. The only other one we have is now Ethereum. Okay, future, micro, as far as I know. So with that, it's MBTJ. Oh, sorry. Let me start again. Do a search here, and then we do MET. Okay. So again, we have our future. We show that. Okay. So there's our different contracts, but then we also have the continuous future as well. So that's what I've got loaded up here. METJ2 is the symbol for Ethereum. Okay, and you can see here there's some gaps on a 2 hour, 1 day, not, well, even, now in terms of volume, I cannot confirm if this is good or not. Anybody in the comments, let me know. I mean, these are future contracts. These are not typical options. Okay, so in here I have to look at a variety of different options and what kind of data is available for me on a futures, a perpetual future, or sorry, continuous future, as well as options. Now in there I could probably pull up the volume profile and just some really cool stuff that MotiveWave and traditional platforms will give you, because this is a futures contract. So I gotta play with that, but I just want to show you from a symbol perspective that these are probably your best symbols if you're planning to go this route. Is MBTJ2 for Bitcoin continuous future, or METJ2 as a continuous future for Ethereum. Okay, we'll leave it at that, and I'm going to find out some answers from Interactive Brokers customer service in terms of the required amounts to be paid out based on market price, and some other things, and I'll report that back in another video on that. Hang tight, and thanks for watching. If you want to learn more as I approach this, you get on my email newsletter list at quantlabs.net/contact. Okay, and so far, as I've said, you have not worked on any programming whatsoever so far here. Okay, that's the goal. I want to make it easy for as many people as possible that want to do real futures trading on the CME with futures with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And supposedly they are looking at other alternative coins. Was reported last week, namely Cardano and Solana. So we'll see how that works. Again, this is the email if you want to know more, quantlabs.net/contact. I'll give you some free trade like a boss PDFs. And also remember that I've got the trading baskets that I can generate now. And they're pretty strong. Okay? And we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. And have a good day. Talk to you later.